Johnny Depp's dog, Captain Jack, went missing on the Pirates of the Caribbean film set. When search teams found where the dog had gone, it was a place where Disney had kept a real pirate treasure secret for years. This discovery didn't just change a dog's life, it changed the entire story of the film. In early 2003, Johnny Depp arrived in the Caribbean for filming Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, the turning point of his career. The sets on St. Vincent Island were prepared for one of Disney's biggest budget adventure films ever produced. Johnny had an unexpected companion with him, Captain Jack. Captain Jack was Johnny's 3-year-old terrier mix. He had named him after the then unknown Jack Sparrow character. Johnny had decided to give the dog this name while preparing for the role. Ironically, the dog had received this name before the character. Set management was initially opposed to having the dog present during filming, but Johnny insisted. "Captain Jack is my talisman," he said. "I can't play Jack Sparrow without him." Disney Studios eventually agreed, but with conditions. The dog must not disrupt filming, must follow safety rules, and must be under control at all times. The first 2 weeks went smoothly. Captain Jack wandered calmly around the sets, watching Johnny's performance. Crew members began to notice that the dog seemed to almost understand the character. But in the third week, everything changed. March 23, 2003, Saturday morning. Johnny Depp was filming the major ship battle scene. After hours of preparation, there were hundreds of extras, numerous cameras, and complex stunts around the massive Black Pearl mock-up. Captain Jack was waiting at the edge of the set as usual. Johnny's assistant Sarah was watching the dog, but the filming was so intense that no one could properly track the dog. When the lunch break was called, Captain Jack was gone. "Captain Jack! Captain Jack!" Echoes rang throughout the set. Johnny stopped filming and a search operation began. A 200-person crew searched the 50-acre filming area for the dog. But Captain Jack had vanished as if he disappeared from the face of the earth. Johnny was panicked. "He's not just a dog," he told the set manager. "He's my source of inspiration. I can't complete Jack Sparrow without him." The search operation extended into the second day. Helicopters, search dogs, local guides. Everyone was looking for Captain Jack. Johnny couldn't continue filming. Disney Studios were worried. Each day of filming delay cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. On the third morning, an unexpected call came. Dr. Maria Santos, an archaeologist from St. Vincent University, called Johnny's assistant. "We found your dog," she said, "but you won't believe where he was found." Captain Jack had been found at the old sugar plantation ruins on the northern part of the island. But it wasn't just the dog. Beside him was a 300-year-old real pirate treasure, Dr. Santos explained. "Your dog was sitting beside an authentic pirate chest from the 1720s. Inside the chest are silver coins, jewelry, and most importantly, personal belongings of Captain Henry Morgan." Johnny and the crew immediately went to the area. Captain Jack was sitting beside the old chest as if he was guarding it. How the dog had found this place was unknown. It was 5 kilometers from the filming area and covered in dense forest. Dr. Santos continued, "This area has been researched for years, but no archaeologist could find this treasure. Your dog behaved as if he knew exactly where to go." Disney's legal department called an emergency meeting. This discovery wasn't just archaeological, it was a legal issue. Who did the treasure belong to? The film company, the government, or the dog who found it? But the real shock was something else. Captain Henry Morgan's personal diary found inside the chest revealed truths that the Pirates of Caribbean screenwriters didn't know. What Morgan wrote in his diary amazed Johnny. "My most loyal friend on my ship is my dog Jack. He finds treasures, he senses enemies. Being a pirate without Jack wouldn't be possible." The coincidence was incredible. 300 years ago, a real pirate had also named his dog Jack, and that dog was also a treasure hunter. Dr. Santos analyzed the finding. Your Captain Jack seemed to have found this place with canine intuition. Perhaps dogs can smell the traces of historical events. Even more interesting, the adventures Morgan described in his diary were very similar to Disney's screenplay. Cursed treasures, ship battles, female pirates, all had happened in real history. Johnny was amazed. It's as if Captain Jack led me to the real story. Disney Studios faced a major decision. This discovery could completely change the film's story. A fictional adventure film could become a real historical documentary. Producer Jerry Bruckheimer called an emergency meeting. Disney executives and the production team discussed how to integrate Captain Jack's discovery into the film. When real history was this striking, why tell a completely fictional story? Johnny suggested, let's enrich the Jack Sparrow character with details from Captain Morgan's diary. This won't just make it more authentic, it will also show respect to real history. Screenwriters Ted Elliott and Terry Rossio studied Morgan's diary and added depth to the character. Jack Sparrow's love for dogs, treasure hunting methods, even some dialogue was inspired by the real Morgan. The most important change was Jack Sparrow's characterization. Morgan's love for his dog Jack in the diary was so sincere that Johnny incorporated this emotion into his performance. The moment I found my dog, I truly understood Jack Sparrow, Johnny said. He's not just a pirate, he's someone who values loyal friends. Captain Jack the dog remained on set for the rest of filming. Disney declared him the official mascot. The dog's adventure was used in the film's promotional materials. When the film was released, Captain Jack's story became a special program on Disney's documentary channel, The Dog That Found Pirate History. The treasure Captain Jack found created major legal controversy. Complex negotiations began between the St. Vincent government, Disney, Johnny Depp, and the university. Eventually, a unique agreement was reached. The treasure would be displayed at the St. Vincent National Museum. Disney obtained educational documentary rights. Johnny Depp refused to take a share of the treasure. Captain Jack the dog became the museum's honorary guardian doctor, Santos explained. This discovery is very important for Caribbean pirate history. Captain Morgan's personal belongings and diary completely changed our understanding of that period. The museum opened a special section called the Captain Jack Discovery Wing. Visitors can see an interactive exhibit explaining how the dog found the treasure. Johnny visits St. Vincent every year and donates to the museum. Captain Jack isn't just my dog, he's my history partner, he says. The Pirates of Caribbean franchise made 4 more films, and Captain Jack the dog was present in all their filming. Disney honored him with the title Chief Historical Consultant Dog. Veterinary behavior specialist Dr. Rebecca Williams tried to explain how Captain Jack found the treasure. Dogs' sense of smell is 100,000 times stronger than humans. They can detect chemical traces that old metal, leather, and wood have left in the soil for centuries, she said. But according to Dr. Williams, smell alone wasn't sufficient explanation. Captain Jack behaved as if he had a specific purpose. This behavior was very different from normal dog curiosity. Archaeologist Dr. Santos proposed a different theory. Perhaps dogs can detect electromagnetic traces of past events. The treasure stayed in the same place for centuries, creating a special energy field around it. Whatever the scientific explanation, Captain Jack's discovery affected both the film industry and history. Johnny said in his last interview, Captain Jack didn't just find me treasure, he found the real Jack Sparrow. Today, Captain Jack is 23 years old and still with Johnny Depp. The dog is now a Hollywood legend, Known as the most famous consultant dog, the Pirates of Caribbean franchise grossed $4.5 billion. The historical details Captain Jack found increased the film's authenticity and earned critical acclaim. The Captain Jack Discovery Wing at St. Vincent National Museum hosts 500,000 visitors annually. The museum erected a bronze statue of Captain Jack the dog. Johnny takes Captain Jack with him to every film shoot. "He's not just my pet, he's my creative partner," he says. Captain Morgan's diary was added to the UNESCO World Heritage List. This document is one of the most valuable sources of 18th century Caribbean pirate culture. Disney is preparing to make Captain Jack's story into an animated film. The Dog Who Found History will be released in 2025. Most importantly, Captain Jack the dog helped Johnny find not just treasure, but the soul of the Jack Sparrow character. This character became one of modern cinema's most iconic figures. The story of Johnny Depp and Captain Jack reminds us that sometimes the greatest discoveries come from unexpected places. A dog's intuition found not just lost treasure, but lost history. This story also shows that our pets can be not just companions, but sources of inspiration in the creative process. Without Captain Jack, Jack Sparrow wouldn't have been so authentic. Has your pet ever made an unexpected discovery? Have they had a behavior that surprised you? Share your story in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Famous Tales to see incredible adventures of celebrities' four-legged partners. Because every celebrity has a tale to tell, and sometimes those tales change history.